So how is Start Deck Aichi and Start Deck Kai Dragonic Overlord actually doing? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. Holy crap, man. These 15th rares are disgusting in price. Barkle got wiped out at 500. Alfred got wiped out at 250. A sealed display of these things is $500. The Wingles are $100. $80 single decks. This is impossible. Do these things actually have sales? Are they actually selling? Oh my god, they've sold at $59 a deck. Doggos for hollows are 40s. $50 liens for hollows. Doggos are 20s. Twin cast are 30 or 18s. It's crazy. You buy one deck. This is $38 of your value right there. That's actually insane. Alfreds are 35s, 28s. I should have bought more of these when I had the chance on pre-sale. That's absolutely crazy. Well, I guess the more you know when it comes to these products. The liens are also $2 a piece on commons. That's nuts. Okay. Well, I mean, is Conroe and friends in the same boat? 500 on the Conroe. Dragonic Overlords are 450. Start decks are 200 for a display. I mean, it's not terrible. Kai decks are 35s. Okay, that's a little bit more fair. 28s on the Vortex Dragon. Looks like the Holmes are 19s. Baris are 18s. Gojos are 25s. I mean, that's okay. Embodiment of Spears are 14s for hollows. Those are beautiful. Genjos are $9. Forbid Dolls are 7s. It is really nice to see that we do have cheap Forbid Dolls within the market now. Conroe hollows are $6. You know what? That's okay. Just a starter. It's not really going to be too bad. Your Great Axe is pretty cheap. Dragonic Overlord hollows are $2.50 because you're guaranteed them. Gojos are $1.50s to $2 with shipping. It's actually not bad. Yeah, your base triggers are also pretty cheap. I was worried that the KaiCon stuff would be a little bit crazy, but this is actually pretty in line with what we were expecting for cheap value. Glory Makers have gone crazy. You know, we did the whole Maelstrom thing, and Glory Makers just got sunken into the darkness. These are $30 a piece right now for some crazy reason. I don't know why people are going crazy about this. Maybe it's just because, like, the guard restrict or whatever that this places onto the opponent. But, you know, these are only working with one clan. So if you're wondering what's going on with this, well, there you go. And then, of course, Dancing Cutlass has also followed suit right now. These are $18.50 a piece, and they are continuing on. It's really funny because we knew eventually that these particularly more limiting cards would eventually have a place within the format, and it's just now we're starting to see, you know, oh hey, these cards that are restricted to clans actually do have a purpose. They're actually doing things, so that's kind of interesting. We've also got Dragritter Nahala. We did get the Weirabell support card early in the week, and we saw that, you know, Weirabells, at least Nahalas, ended up kind of trickling out and getting annihilated off of the market because people just want to play Weirabell. It doesn't matter if we think Weirabell is a good or bad card. The market tells us that, you know, enough people have come through here, spent the $13-ish, and they just want to be able to play this card, you know, and be able to play the deck. It's interesting that you can go up to 15 energy in the deck. I like that, but it's a gimmick, and obviously, you know, they're trying some things. Gancelot, if you have played in the new format, you know that the Aichi Icon deck is going to be the deck you have to be. That's why, you know, the Aichi Icon cards are literally some of the most expensive cards within the game right now. You know, you definitely are going to be looking at that for a while going, wow, you know, these cards are so expensive. Gancelot's breaking $42. Actually, it's even worse than that because you've only got 3 listings. Once these are gone, it's game over. It's going to get a whole lot more toxic as time goes on. And, you know, if you want to build the Aichi deck, I mean, this in the Nebula Order, you truly are pushing a grand $1,000 price point on these decks in order to, play the current meta. And that's crazy to think about. Scarlet Flame is another one of those cards. The Kaikon deck wants to play this. The Dragonic Overlord, the end deck, wants to play this. And, these were $15 a piece when they first started their lifespan. Now you have 2 cheap listings and then the card goes back up to $88. I get it. I do. It's disgusting to see these price points at the numbers that they are, and it's the promo tax. But once again, anybody had the ability to buy these at the beginning when they came out in books. It's the exact same thing that's going on right now with the Dino Dragon. Speaking of the Dino Dragon, Dragon Vortex Bella Kriegers these have gone up. Had you bought these at $50, you somehow would have won. But, I mean, this is because Bushiroad has just produced amazing, plus generations on discards now. When you're looking at some of these broken effects, it's because, I want to play this because it calls itself when it's discarded. That's amazing. And it's a 10K shield. Like, this card does everything I could ever want it to do for the deck. And that's insane to think about. Festival Dragon Dino Fest is another one to think about here. Right now, you have 3 listings. CEB Cards has 296 of these at $20 a piece. They're holding the line here on this. All right, now, when that line inevitably disappears, this card's going to go up in price. The only consideration that might be holding this card back right now is just we're in an era where decks just might not be able to play this. We've done the level of power creep. It's kind of a shame, though, that we power crept this now when we just finally got it. But I guess that's kind of the inevitability when it comes to these promos. You kind of take the bad with the good on the timing to, at least make sure that you get them. So that's interesting. D-Series promos. How are these looking, man? I cannot imagine that D-Series promos are really doing too crazy right now. Your heel's still up. These are 210s wiped out. 195. Glad to see a lot of the Erica ones have moved up in the space. 185 now on this. It's actually pretty good. These are still 300 on the Sophie Bells. I also hate to tell you this, but a lot of these like high-end promo cards, these just do not repopulate. And that's kind of like a crazy thing to kind of consider when you're looking at a lot of these, is due to how scarce and how rare these are, you will continue to kind of see, low population. You've also got an entirely new set of promo cards that just rolled into the block, which I think are going to be pretty interesting to kind of track down and see where those are going to go. And of course, the Persona Shields. TCG players really, really, really behind on updating some of their particular pricings. Here's your Scarlet Flames. That's disgusting. This is also pretty cool. One Who Proceeds Towards Darkness, Shahara Daybreaks, have been wiped off of the market. I ran into this while looking at top listings. He's got wiped out a couple days ago. You don't really see G-era cards getting wiped out of the market these days, but this was pretty cool to see. Also, along with it, Demented Executioners are also unobtainium. These also followed suit. I think somebody came through here and just said, okay, well, I want to pick up my playset of these. And of course, One-Eyed Succubuses are also kind of following suit here. These are $15 a piece just to be able to pick these up. So definitely somebody wiped out and set up for their deck, which is kind of interesting. We also have Dismals. This popped up on Best Selling. I was pretty impressed with this. Looks like a couple of these have been moving over time. Dismal's just a very good generic card overall to kind of have. Also, your Fighters collection. I don't know if you guys remember looking back at some of these sets. 2016, $38 now. Transaltas are 15s. You've got Bustards are like 2 to 3s. There's not a lot of expensive cards in this set, but I mean, this was your G-Guard introduction set. Sabreezes are dollars now. You've got Maxwells, which are incredibly cheap. Just looking at overall who's still kind of present in this set and who still exist in today's meta, some of these cards were game-breaking in their time. A lot of them not so much, but just kind of looking back at this set as a whole, you really do just get to see things like Frederick existed back here. It's very interesting just to kind of see how times have changed with the game that we all love so much. Rain Breath Dragons. You guys remember when this G-Guard was like super expensive? A lot of these cards have calmed down, which I do think is very nice. But What do you guys think about today's market? It's an absolute shit show. The Aichi Icon situation is pretty bad, but you know, we'll have to wait and see where things go. So please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and you guys try to stay safe out there. All right, peace. Thanks for watching today's video. Check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCool40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Check out mcoolgames.com if you're interested in getting some cool play mats and single trading cards as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of our videos. Thanks for watching.